nombre es Elba Urcuango y yo soy de Ecuador. En este sentido, la cuestión que vamos y hemos pensado que es urgente y necesario rescatar las actividades, las labores que tienen como comunidades indígenas. La causa es que tenemos los problemas de petróleo, de derrames de petróleo que se dan por causas naturales o a su vez porque no existe un estudio técnico que garantice una seguridad. Entonces nosotras, también otra dificultad es que no se puede acceder a comunicación, o las comunidades no tenemos el acceso a los medios para difundirlo, ya que lastimosamente no tenemos los implementos necesarios, ¿no? Entonces a veces acudimos y acudimos a la emergencia o realizan cualquier actividad ante el riesgo, pero también es desconocido por los gobiernos locales y también por el gobierno. Entonces lo que nosotras queremos es que se respeten las maneras que tenemos, los mapeos comunitarios que tenemos, nuestro accionar y nuestra decisión también. Entonces en este sentido queremos acceder a la información y también a acceder a los medios. En este sentido también hay los medios comunitarios que son accesibles, que transmiten la información más cercana y dan orientación sobre el qué hacer en cuanto a una emergencia.
Okay, so in English, this we're calling creating an indigenous community voice to help disaster risk awareness in Ecuador. And the summary of the problem is indigenous communities in Ecuador don't have a way of sharing disaster risk information for their communities. These include both oil well spills as well as landslides that impact people that are living there. And so the problem they have with the oil wells is often these are built very close to communities, and when the spill happens, first off, they have a hard time being able to communicate this out. Most of these local villages do not have telephone service. The best they have are community radios, which are sort of scattered around into the larger towns, and people literally take paper to the radio stations and the radios will broadcast them. So by the time the updates are there, it's already too late. The other issue is the government response is very slow, so the communities start taking action early as soon as they can find out to start handling the spill. Now eventually the government does show up and they will start taking credit for the stuff that the community did, which leads to sort of bad blood between the two of them. So what they're looking for is a way that they can document their local knowledge and put it on a map so that they can state, here's where the villages are, here's where the oil wells are, and here's the danger area around the oil well, so that everybody knows, including the government, that corporations are building these too close to schools, for instance, and they have a voice of stating the need by using international standards of how close they are to go back to either move them or stop new ones from being built. With the landslides, about 30% of the people know where not to build houses, but the other 70% is not aware. So there are certain areas in the Amazonia where if you build houses on there, you have a very high risk of a landslide. And so again, they want this map where they can take a map, they can put all the risk areas and actually publish those and put them back to the community radio stations where people can go and pick up the map. So in short, they want their own voice. They want to be able to show evidence of the fact that people or companies are putting villages in danger with the oil wells, and they need a way of taking their local knowledge and transferring it and validating it onto a map that they can use and update over time that everybody can now use as a method of communicating.